Am I the asshole for calling out my family member, Vince, at a dinner party? So I'm at this dinner party tonight at Nadia's house with our whole family. We're all chatting and laughing, having a good time. Then Vince starts telling this joke about how I'm such a genius because I won a math competition in high school. I've told him multiple times that the joke bothers me, it always seems to fall flat and makes me feel like he's roasting me instead of teasing me. The punchline is supposed to be funny, but for me, it's just embarrassing. What really gets under my skin is when Nadia starts chiming in and saying, "Oh yeah, Vince told you that already," or "Vince said you were so smart." It's like they're all conspiring against me. I'd had enough after the first time it happened a few years ago, but I figured I could just ignore it if I didn't say anything. But tonight was different, Nadia kept bringing it up and Vince seemed to be enjoying the attention. So I decided to speak up. As soon as we were finishing dessert, I said, "Vince, come on, that joke is really old. Can you please not do that anymore?" The room fell silent for a second before Vince just shrugged and said, sorry, but didn't drop it. Nadia started getting defensive, saying I was being too sensitive, and Mom was like, "Oh, don't be like that." I know they're trying to defend him, but honestly, I feel like they're not taking my feelings seriously. Now everyone's staring at me, waiting for me to say something else or apologize. Nadia keeps telling me I'm the one who's being so uptight, and Vince is just rolling his eyes. I know I called them out on it, but was I really out of line?
Am I the asshole for blocking Imani after she spent hours spreading rumors about me on social media? So I, 24F, and here's what happened. Imani and I have been friends since college, and we've been close enough that we often hang out with a small group of mutual friends, including Tanner and Reese. A few weeks ago, I found out that Imani had spent hours scrolling through our private Facebook group, sharing hurtful comments about me to the rest of the group. At first, I thought maybe she was just joking or misremembering things, but then I saw that she had sent direct messages to several people in the group, saying some pretty vicious stuff about my relationships and my job. For example, she claimed that I was only out for myself and that I had lied about my salary. I was taken aback by her behavior, especially since we've always been supportive of each other. But what really got my blood boiling was when I saw that Imani had shared a story about me on social media, saying that I had gotten into a fight with Tanner at a party and that I had cheated on Reese. The thing is, none of those things happened. We were all there together at the party, and no one got into a fight, we just had a big argument about something stupid. As for cheating, Imani has been dating someone else for months now, but she never said anything to me or our friends about it. When I confronted Imani about what was going on, she basically told me that I was being too sensitive and that she was just trying to defend herself in the group. But I'm not being too sensitive, I've been hurt by her actions, and I deserve better from a friend. So when I found out that she had shared those rumors with all of our friends, I blocked her from my phone and cut off contact. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for assuming my wife spent our entire emergency fund without telling me and now we're in a tight spot? So I, 29M, and here's what happened. My wife Isla and I have been married for 3 years, and we've always been pretty good about keeping our finances separate. We each have our own accounts, and we only combine them occasionally to pay bills or make large purchases. A few months ago, I didn't think much of it when I noticed a significant decrease in our joint savings account. It was down from $10,000 to around $2,000. I just assumed one of us had spent some money on something and didn't tell the other. Isla and I were planning a big trip for the holidays, so I figured she might have splurged on travel or accommodations. But when we started getting close to our destination date, I began to get concerned that we weren't going to be able to afford it. That's when I asked Isla where all the money had gone, and she told me she had spent everything in our joint account without telling me. She said she was just trying to help by paying for some unexpected car repairs and a few other expenses, but that didn't make sense to me. We have an emergency fund for exactly that purpose. Isla explained that she had also used some of the money to pay off a credit card debt Marcus owes us, which I'm cool with since it's an old debt. However, now that we're out of our emergency fund, we're in a tight spot and need to make some sacrifices just to get by. The thing is, Isla knew about the car repairs and the credit card debt before she started spending money on other things, so I'm feeling pretty annoyed that she didn't tell me what was going on. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for assuming my neighbor, Luca, is lying about their dog being in my yard? So I'm 38 and I've lived next door to Luca for about 5 years now. We get along pretty well, aside from this one incident. Yesterday morning, I was sipping my coffee on my back porch when I saw Indigo, Luca's wife, staring at me through the fence that separates our yards. She said something about their dog, a fluffy white Samoyed named Max, being in my yard and causing trouble. I told her I hadn't seen any dog, but she just kept repeating herself, saying it was definitely there. I asked her what time she saw it, and she said around 7 a.m. I checked my security cameras and didn't see anything unusual until about an hour later, when Luca himself comes over to yell at me. He says his wife must have mistaken the squirrel in my yard for Max, but he was pretty agitated about it. I told him that if I saw a dog, I'd definitely remember it, especially one as noticeable as a Samoyed. He said I was just trying to cover myself and didn't want to admit to lying. Luca is not exactly the most reliable person, if you know what I mean. He's always been a bit of a jokester, but sometimes that can get on my nerves. I'm starting to think that maybe Indigo did see something and got her husband's back, or maybe she just really likes Samoyeds for some reason. But Luca is being pretty unreasonable about it all. I told him I'd talk to him more about it later, but he stormed off before we could discuss further. I'm not trying to be mean-spirited or anything, but if Luca's wife did see a dog and now he's accusing me of lying, that doesn't sit well with me. Am I the asshole?